Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chandra M. Champion, and I am the Senior Conference and Events Manager. We're going to give everybody just a couple more minutes. Right now, it is 12:03, and I know we have about 60 people that are registered, and I only have a couple folks that are in here right now. So we're going to give everybody to 12:05 p.m. Eastern Time. If you have any questions, please add them to the Q&A area, and we will answer those questions at the end of our session. Thanks again. Hi, everyone. As I stated before, my name is Chandra Champion, and I am the Conference and Events Manager. I'd like to also introduce my co-host, Midnight. He'll be in and out of the shot, so please just disregard him. He may even have a question or two, but we'll take questions at the end. So again, my name is Chandra Champion. I am the Senior Conference and Events Manager, and welcome to the Know Before You Go virtual for our 2021 National Policy Conference. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen with everyone so that everyone can see the platform. We're going to just jump right in. Also, please note, as you all have seen, all attendees have been muted. If you have any questions, please use the Q&A area to submit them. Thanks again, and let's go ahead and get started. One more thing, the session will be recorded, so I will upload the session once it's recorded. I'll add it to the virtual conference platform, and anyone who is registered should also get a copy of the recording. Okay? Midnight says hi as well. Thanks. Keep the stuff coming, guys. All right, I'm getting ready to share my screen. All right. So you guys all should see the login page. And I am going to put the conference URL into the chat. Everyone should have received two messages. And it's okay if you didn't receive both of them, because both messages have the same information. One email would have come right from the Hubilo platform. That is the platform we will be using to host the conference. The other email would have come from support@nwicca.org. That email address is confsupport@nwicca.org. Okay, so either one of those emails will give you the information you need. So you should be all good to go. And you all should have received the URL. And this is what the URL looks like. And it'll ask for your email. You'll type in your email address, and then it will ask for your unique password. Please do not share with anyone because it is unique to you. Please also note that per the emails, it says a couple things to keep in mind. We would like for you to use Google Chrome to access the site, as well as you can only be logged in on one device. So for instance, you start off watching the conference at your desk at work. Then you change and you want to go watch the conference on your tablet, or you want to go home and watch it. So then you'll have to, the system will automatically log you out and you'll need to log back in using one of those other devices. Again, you cannot be logged in at the same time, okay? And again, do not share your login credentials, okay? Your email address that we have on file used from your NWICA account will be the one that we have uploaded to the platform. So again, whatever you have in your NWICA account is the email address that we will be using, okay? So let's go ahead and move on. So let's just imagine that I have already added my email address and I've added my unique login password. And now we are into the site, okay? Everyone, this is what our site looks like. This is what you'll automatically be plopped into. You'll be plopped into what we call the reception room, which is just giving you an overview of the conference, as well as any upcoming meetings, as well as any highlighted sessions that we want to highlight for you, as well as booths or anything that we want to just highlight for you, okay? Also on this page, any sessions that are ongoing or happening currently, i.e. live, you'll be able to click on those and go right into that session, okay? So let's jump on our first tab, and actually we're gonna go up to the profile. So on your initial login, you will be asked to set up a profile, okay? And for me, I've been on 20 million times, so I don't have to put my profile in. And then also anyone who has previously attended one of our conferences, your profile will also kind of be, half of your profile information will already be automatically loaded, but it's still a good idea for you to go into the profile and just update, make sure we have everything, your most current information, okay? So if your information, if you previously attended one of our conferences already, it will go to this little area and you want to click on user settings and then edit profile. Oops, I got to log back in. Give me 1 second, okay? And I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen because this has happened to me in the past. Oh, well, you know what? I'm not going to. Where individuals have used my login to log into their accounts, and they were actually in my account. So we don't want that to happen. That happened like 20 times. Okay. So I'm logged in, and now we're good to go. Again, to those who have just joined, please go ahead and submit any questions in the Q&A area, and we will answer those questions at the end of our session, okay? So now you see that we're in here. I want to edit my profile. Okay, here's my profile. We have a couple things that are mandatory. So of course, your first and last name should be already populated. We want everybody to tell us about yourself. So quick little just about who you are, where you work, your background. Doesn't have to be a whole bunch, but you want to make sure that everyone knows who you are. This is like their first kind of interaction with you. So let's make this a good tell us about yourself, okay? Your title should already be plugged in, your agency should be plugged in, your country should be plugged in, your state and your town should be plugged in already. Of course, I have a website, so NWICA does, so feel free to add that. You do not have to add your agency's website, but if you have it, go ahead. Also, your LinkedIn profile, you don't have to add that, but I thought that would be a nice twist on some things, so I've added that. We want everybody to put in their job function as well as their region, Okay, once you've taken care of all of those things, you just hit Save Changes, and you're good to go. Your profile has been updated. So this next tab is notifications. So the system does some fun things. So, okay, let's click on email notifications. So say if you're not on the platform, but someone wants to reach out to you, wants to set up a meeting, wants to see, has looked at your profile, wants to send you a message, then you will receive an email, automatic email, and it'll say some information is waiting for you, whether it pertains to meetings, a profile view, messages, etc. So I have them all checked. Every time someone looks at my profile, I get an email. And I see you guys looking at my profile because I have an additional screen, and I have probably about 25 emails from different folks who have checked out my profile. Thank you, thank you. Nice to meet everybody as well. So please keep in mind, if you don't want your email going off ding, ding, ding every time someone looks at your profile. Okay, make sure you hit Save Changes. Don't have to worry about the desktop mobile app notifications. You can click on it if you'd like to, but we don't have to actually worry about that, okay? All righty. We'll save changes, and then we'll go to privacy. So we do have some privacy notifications. So you could opt out the chat messages because we do have an instant message chat function. So if you don't want to participate in that, you're more than likely to opt out of that. We also have a meeting request. So if you don't want to do any meeting, you can opt out of that. And if you don't want to share your attendee profile with others, you can opt out of that as well. But I would recommend that you would actually share that with each other so that you can network and meet different people. We also have some legal terms that we need you to take a look at as well. And then you can just hit Save Changes. This tab right here is if you'd like to see your sessions in military time or the regular 12-hour. So I opt for 12-hour because I'm not good at military time at all. Please also note that there will be a question about the time zone you're in, okay? So, and this is when you log in. When you log in for that very first time, it'll ask you about your time zone. So you'll just simply enter what your time zone is, and then all sessions will be modified so that they show up in the time zone, okay? That you're in. All right. Again, if you have any questions, please put the questions in the Q&A and we'll answer those at the end of the session. Thank you. So that right there can, oh, we have a couple other things. My schedule, favorites. This right here is an internal thing, so you guys will not see that. That is mine because I am managing one of our NWA booths in the resource room. So as we get to the resource room, we'll talk a little bit more about that. But this is something, you will not see that on yours. My schedule just tells you about the different events that you have favorited or meetings that you have with individuals. And so also you'll see this is the time zone too. You can change the time zone, depending on where you are. So we'll go back to that. So if you click on here, view favorites, these are any people, attendees, speakers, exhibitors, anybody that I have decided to favorite, okay? And briefcase, you can take notes on people, sessions, etc. Attendees, say if you met someone that you wanted to just put a quick note down on, you can type a note about them, and that's where you can find those things. Okay? So we will go up to right here and click on that. So we're going to be playing a little game, and these games will enter you into a registration raffle. And with that registration raffle, you'll either win a registration for our upcoming virtual annual conference or a registration to our technology conference. So the more you interact with people online, the more that you visit the site, the more that you post, the more that you do anything on the site, you'll earn points. And you can also see who our leader is. Right now, Laurel Hoffman is our leader. She's in first place, followed by Madison. Laurel has 70 points. That means she's been on the site, been checking out sessions, been liking sessions, been doing all kinds of stuff. So we will tally these up at the end of the week or end of our conference. So that will be next Friday. We'll tally those up and we'll check out who our winner is, okay? This little thing right here is notifications. So say if I had a chat, I would get a notification right there. Say if I had an upcoming meeting, say if I favored a session and that session was 5 minutes out or 2 minutes out, you would see all your notifications right there as well, okay? And if I click right here, any chats that I have going on, any conversations that I have going on will be located right here. So for instance, let's say that I want to chat with, I'm going to pick one of my coworkers, Emily. There Emily is right here. I can send her a quick chat message. Okay. And if Emily was online, there would be like a green asterisk next to her. She's not online, but she'll probably receive a notification. She may or may not respond. It is lunchtime, so we'll see if she responds. But people will get notifications via email, or if they're on the platform, something will pop up in this little area and they'll know that they have a notification, okay? And so I'm gonna close on out of this. And so now we're gonna go and take a look at these tabs right here and see what we got going on. So let's start with the event feed. All right, the event feed is just like Facebook. So folks can type any kind of messages, but make sure you keep your messages clean, appropriate, etc. Okay, because we will act like the NWA policy conference police, and nobody wants their notifications taken off. Okay, so but feel free to interact with your fellow attendees. Feel free to upload pictures, photos, introduce yourselves, like a quick little shout out. We will have some polls that we will be asking people. If you want a video, if you want to submit some videos, please do. And then also this little trusty little area will alert you of all of your posts and it will show up. But unfortunately, no one has said anything. So if you'd like, please jump on there and give, you know, some fellow highs, where are you coming from, where you're checking in, all of those different things, okay? And please note that individuals can comment on your posts too. So you can have a whole conversation. You could ask people about what's going on in their clinic, how have they handled this particular situation, and you can get some dialogue and some exchange and some networking going on in that area. So please use the event feed. NWA will be posting different things, different topics for you guys to talk about on the event feed, as well as letting you know what's going on, as well as letting you know that sessions will be starting. So please jump on the event feed and see what's going on. Check in with us, okay? All right, so let's click on attendees. So this attendee area is where all of our attendees are. You can search people, you can sort by A to Z, you can filter by people who have viewed you and your favorites. And then there's also an advanced filter. And so we have some search criteria. So it's based on your job, okay? It can be based on your title, your agency, your country, your city, your region, all kinds of fun things to do, okay? And so we also have something right here that I think is pretty cool too. The system does something based on the choices that you guys have chosen when you set up your profile. It will suggest different people that you should meet with. So of course, this is suggesting all the individuals that I work with and that I already know. So I could have the option to meet them or I can chat with them. So if I chose the meet, it will show the availability and the time slots, and it also tells us about who she is. Okay, and this is Nora. Everybody should know Nora. She's a state public policy associate with NWA. And so right here, we talked about favoriting. I have bookmarked her and favored her. And then also I could take some notes on her as well. So I don't want to meet with her because I know her very, very well. But you guys get the gist of it. So I could chat with her and I can say, hey there. And I can wait for her to respond. Okay. All right. So I have 2 messages out. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And also, you guys will notice at the top of every page, there's a quick guide. So if you click on the quick guide, it provides you with a little instruction on how to use this page. And it's basically everything I just went through, okay? All right. So let's go to the agenda. All right. So we have broken things down for everyone. We have our general sessions, our tracks, our track 1, our track 2, and track 3. And then it's also broken down by the dates as well. And then if you know the name of a session already, you can just type it in and search it. So let's say you've just logged in, a session is gonna start at 11 o'clock. You will see this button, join session. Actually, let me take a step back. As you scroll over this, you see show more. You will see all the information about that session, okay? All right, and the speakers, we have not added the speakers yet, but they'll be up shortly. And the speakers will also show, and you can scroll over them and you can view their profile, you can take notes on them, you can favorite them, you can also meet and chat with them as well. Okay, and then here's a little fun thing too. You can take your notes in there as well, and you can also add it to your calendar. So, and then it'll ask you if you want to add it to your Google Calendar, Outlook, Yahoo, etc. Okay? So that way you'll never miss one. All right, so let's actually this will not, I'm so sorry, this is wrong. It will say watch session if you are an attendee. I am actually speaking at this session, so that's why my button is a little different. All you do is simply click on the button and it will take you to the session and you will be good to go, okay? And everybody should have received in both of those emails a guide to the platform that shows you how to join sessions, how to go back and forth. Again, all of these sessions will be recorded. It takes about a day or so for them to upload. So say if you missed a session, I'm just hypothetically, a session on Tuesday the 16th at 2 o'clock. You should be able to watch that session the next day around 1 o'clock, maybe even early. Sometimes the system takes a little longer. So you should be all set and you just click on that and you'll just watch away, okay? And I'm just gonna go through the track so that you just get the gist of everything. And you see our speakers right here. Here is the session description as well. Okay, show more. Show more. All right. Okay, and I have this little fun thing because I am a speaker. So if I clicked on this, this isn't relevant to anybody unless you're a speaker. If I click on this, this will show the sessions that I'm speaking on that day. Okay. So, and actually, let's just go ahead and join this session. Okay. So we're gonna just, if we're joining the session, what I see and what you see, if I was a speaker will be similar. So this is where you would watch your session. You can type in chat in here. You can ask questions. If there are any polls, the poll questions will be here. You can also see the attendees that are present in this session. You can also jump in and out to other sessions while you're there. So it's a pretty neat little feature. You can take notes. You can like the session. If you go immersive, then it just becomes a little bigger, okay? So just exit out of there. And that's essentially what it looks like, okay? All right. So we've gone over agenda. Now we'll click on speakers. In the speaker area, it lists all of the speakers. And you can take some notes on your speakers. It tells you when the speakers are speaking as well. Okay. You can sort them A to Z. If you know a specific person's name, you can type that in as well. And so that's the gist of the speakers. All right. So let's go to our NWA resource room. And this is kind of like a exhibit hall, but we're exhibiting NWA. So you can click on any of these things and they'll have exciting information. So I am going to click on my own NWA conferences and webinars. So it just gives you a glimpse of what we actually do. Tells you about our conferences. Well, this particular one. So we do also have an upcoming conference, our annual conference. So what information on that? Contact, just various information. So just check out all of the resource booths. And we will have some time where you can talk one-on-one with the individuals that actually represent these areas. And we'll have that on day 2 from, 12 to 1. And that'll be on the agenda. So that's under the general sessions and others. So you'll have an opportunity to talk to folks. You can also click on share details. And it's kind of like dropping your business card. And it'll say your contact information will be shared with the NWA conference and webinars team. Are you sure you want to proceed? I'm going to say yes. There we go. Okay. So that one's good to go. And we have nutrition, recruitment and retention campaign, conferences, leadership academy, communications, marketing, public policy. Georgia is working on hers. It will be research, health equity is coming up there. Oh, we have 2 health equities. We have state advocacy and overall, what is NWA? If you scroll on that, you can also chat and meet with them to set up meetings as well. For business BCPs, which is business council partners, and we have membership and engagement. Okay. So it's fun. Check it out. All right. So let's go to our networking lounges. Right now, the networking lounge is not available. We will open that when the conference starts, and there will be some tables in there, and the tables will be tables of 10, and there will be tables divided up by subjects. And in those tables, in those little lounge areas, you will be able to chat and talk to individuals about that subject. So again, here's a little thing that you should click on. It gives you an example of what the tables look like. And that's a 2-person table. We will be using 10-person tables, okay? Similar. Okay. All right. And so before you get started, make sure you click on test compatibility, because it will test your browser, your microphone, your speaker, your resolution, and your connection, okay? You want to make sure that all of these things get the green light so that you can chat and network. Okay. You click on this tab right here. This is where you will see all of your meetings that you've set up with individuals. And I'm going to click on the quick guide so everybody sees. All right. And it gives you both ways how you can set up the meetings, okay? Okay, so then our last tab is contest. Contest will be put up the day that we start our conference. So there'll be a couple surprise contests, and those contests you can also win registrations as well. So please do, please do, please do join those contests and see what kind of fun things we're going. I can't give everything out the way, but that is the area where you will see the contests. If you have previously attended our conferences last year, we had several contests going on. I'm not going to spill the beans. Going to be similar. Our comms team has some pretty exciting things for you guys. All right. There's also a test compatibility area as well, because the contest could be meeting with someone, doing all kinds of fun things. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, now is the time to put your questions in there. Okay. Questions in there. All right. And I'm just going to go back to reception. Add your questions, add your questions. And then you see up here, you have 24 people online. Okay. So our first question is semi-related to the platform. Someone asked how many people are registered to attend the conference. Right now we have 365 individuals. We'll probably get it, I'm estimating we'll probably get about 400. We still have some spaces left, so probably get more like 400. So another question, do you have to pick one of the tracks in the agenda, or can you select ones from each track? Yes, you can select any track, or excuse me, you can select any sessions that you want to attend. Doesn't have to be from particular tracks, but you can jump around from session to session, from track to track. Say if there is a session that there's always going to be 3 sessions going on at one time, unless we're having a general session. So general session is the huge session where everybody will be at. Then we'll have what we call concurrent session, and there will be always 3 concurrent sessions going on, and you can jump from session to session to session. You know, say if you started out at one session and it wasn't quite what you thought it was going to be, you can jump into another session. Okay. And I demonstrated that when I went to agenda and join session. So this is the place where you can jump from session to session, and it'll show you all the sessions that are going on right then, okay? As well as some in the future. It'll also have like a little join session, and you'll just click on join session, and then you'll be placed into that session, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I have another question. Let's see. If you are a speaker, will we have more instruction on how to present? All the speakers should have received an email from your content or your content lead or myself. We'll have a second know before you go, a second know before you speak session tomorrow. Please reach out to your NWA contact to get that information. We also had one last week, so they'll, if you join, you'll get that information, or you can just take a look at the recording from the previous session, okay? All right, let's go to the next question. When we join the session, will it prompt us to tell us on our cameras, or are there no video or of the panelists during the session? There will be videos. There won't be videos of yourself. So because the sessions have not started, you won't see any video. Okay, so I actually am going to take you guys kind of behind the scenes. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm taking you guys behind the scenes. Everybody should have gotten this link to, in their email. You should have received 2 emails Both of the emails, again, have the same information in it, but this is the link. This is your go-to. So it tells you, of course, how to log in, what the event feed is, the agenda tab, watch online sessions. So we'll click on watch online sessions. It tells you, we just went over join a session. Once you're logged in and the session is active, this is what you'll see. It'll tell you to press play. It'll tell you where your volume is, etc. Okay. And that's when when we go live, that's when you'll see the panelists and hear your session. Okay. And see it and hear it. Excuse me. Okay. The other thing is very important. Everybody will be muted. You will only be in view mode. So it'll be similar to what you're seeing right now. You'll only see the panelists. You will not be able to chat. Excuse me. You will not be able to talk or take yourself off of mute. If you have any questions for the speakers, you will need to use the Q&A area to submit those questions. And if you just want to chat with fellow attendees, you can use the chat box right here. Okay. All right. And then I have a question from one of the speakers. All speakers will be considered to be attendees and they will have access to the entire platform. Okay. Do I have any more questions? Please put them in the chat. Okay. Because if we don't have any more questions, then I think we are closing. We can close out our session. Any questions, guys? Any questions? So you should receive links. You should have received emails. The email from compsupport@nwicca.org. Please try your email. Look for junk. Again, if you are a speaker, a lot of these things are not for you. Okay. So you should be having conversations with your content lead, or you should have had a conversation with myself. Okay. So follow up with your content lead and they can provide you with the information you need. Okay. Again, any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Midnight. I guess Midnight's going to use my door as a scratching post. Any more questions, guys? Okay. It looks like we don't have any more questions. We're going to go ahead and close this Know Before You Go Live out. And I want to say thank you to everybody. I'm super excited. This is going to be an amazing conference. We got some amazing speakers and some great sessions and some great surprises for you. Okay. So look forward to seeing everybody soon. If you have any questions, please email compsupport. That is CONFSUPPORT@nwicca.org. I am going to go ahead and place that email in the chat. And if you are a speaker, please reach out to your content lead if you have not received login information. Okay. Again, questions about the payment, registration, etc. should go to comp support. Please do not reach out to myself or Kate because we will not be checking that email box. Our support team will be checking the comp support email and we will respond to you accordingly. We will be managing the back end of the platform and handling other things. So please, again, if you want I'm being very honest, if you want your email responded to in a timely manner, please email compsupport@nwicca.org. With that being said, I wish everybody a good rest of the day. Can't wait to see everybody. Take care. This session will be uploaded in the next couple hours. I just got to I'll upload as soon as I get the recording. Okay. Take care, everybody. Thanks again for joining us.